Representative Fale.
Mr. Speaker, in opposition.
Opposition, please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, when I arrived at the Capitol this morning, I headed up to my office. I forgot my keys. I had my dog with me. I had to bring him with me because my wife wasn't able to take care of him today. And one of the workers here at the state capitol walked by, and because I didn't have a buddy, his name's Buddy, he's a 5-year-old rescue from Humane Society, I called him over and told him to sit down, and he came over and he sat down. And this gentleman walked by. I couldn't tell. He obviously was a worker, probably a contractor brought in to work on something here at the Capitol. And he said to me, "Wow, that's the smartest guy in the building." Mr. Speaker, I think that's kind of reflective of the way people feel about this building and the way people feel about those who operate in the political arena. We have a reputation and that needs to be repaired, Mr. Speaker, and every time we come over here and have people sit in the gallery, and they expect their elected officials, they expect their leaders to act with integrity, be honest, and, for the sake of our own credibility. We tell them something, this legislature said this, that legislature said that.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes.
can we focus on the bill before us? Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. I'm focusing on the bill right before us. When we tell people that we are going to take their money for a certain amount of period, let that end. Let's not come back, because every time when they come up and visit us in our office, it's going to sunset on this date. It's only going to be for this long. And then here we are. Extends the environmental response, energy, and food security tax, which clearly 60% or 57%, almost 2/3 of it, don't even go to what we say it goes for. If I go to somebody and say, hey, we're going to take your money for energy, environmental response, energy, and food security tax, and then I take 60% of that and use it for something other than what I tell the people of Hawaii what I'm going to use it for, Mr. Speaker, that's simple dishonesty. You can bend and try and shape it any way you want, but it's not being straightforward and it's not being honest. Mr. Speaker, this tax hurts the poorest and the most vulnerable in this state. The poorest and the most vulnerable, those who can least afford to get in their vehicles and drive to work. Those whose noses are barely above water every single day, who struggle with the economy that's softening, with a downgrade to 0% growth for this year, Mr. Speaker. We think we have issues with income. That is because the people of Hawaii are struggling. And to extend this for another 15 years, 15 years, Mr. Speaker, there are children who aren't even born today who are going to have to figure out how to squeeze more money out of them. I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that. I don't think it's right, Mr. Speaker. And I don't think it's right that we continue to hurt our reputation with the people. When the regular guy walks by and says that a dog is the smartest thing in this building, Mr. Speaker, we have a problem. That's an honest opinion from a regular person. That's how we're perceived, Mr. Speaker. That's something that we got to fix here.